Hey kids, it's Mr. Fly here, hope you're well, and welcome back to the Missenden Man Cave, which is looking a little bit emptier than normal, just my retro bikes in at the moment. Don't worry, I haven't got rid of the others, they're just outside to give me a bit of room in here, because I've got a few jobs I want to do in the garage, so we're going to do those. I'll tell you about them in a second, and then as it's not raining, I thought I'd go out for a little ride as well. So if you care to join me, stick around and stay tuned. So, if you've watched my videos for any length of time, you'll probably realise that spannering isn't necessarily my forte. So luckily, the jobs I've got in mind today aren't exactly spannering, but they're just some sort of odds and ends that I've been meaning to do for a while. But anyway, without further ado, let me show you what I'm talking about. So, first thing, my lovely Kawasaki Z900 RS, which is a bike that I've owned for about 4 months now. I'm still in the kind of honeymoon period. Absolutely love the looks of this bike. It is a thing of beauty. However, one of the problems with the RS is that it's quite prone to scratching. So, when I actually first got the bike, there were a few very slight scratches on the back here, which do annoy, but they're nothing significant. They can be tea-cutted out. But the ones that do annoy particularly are on the front screen here. Let me show you. I'll get a torch out. Now, this plastic screen here in the middle is very prone to scratching, it turns out. If I get this torch, can you see on there? I don't know if you can with the GoPro. Can you see on there? I'm not sure I'm doing a good job of showing you that. Let's get a bit closer. Let's try there. Can you see there are some very hairline scratches on there, and they just annoy me because you look at them the whole time when you're riding the bike. Now again, they're nothing deep, but they're just enough that in the, you know, in bright sunshine or whatever, you're looking at that all the time and it annoys the pants off of me. Now I mentioned this before, I'll turn that off. I mentioned this before, and a kind viewer said something that will get those scratches off is something that they use in the watch polishing industry. Not an industry I'm particularly familiar with, but he said get yourself some plastic polish from Polywatch, this stuff. Now this isn't sponsored by them or anything, this is just something that a kind viewer told me about. So I went on Amazon, got this, and apparently it's what they use when they're doing watch repairs to polish scratches out of watch faces. So it should be pretty good for that as well. So my plan is to apply this onto there, try and get the scratches out, and then I've got myself a screen protector. Here we go, from Speedo Angels, friends of the channel. Used to be a sponsor of the channel, in fact, but not anymore, but that's another story. Anyway, they've sent me a screen protector that I can stick onto the bike, so hopefully if I get the scratches out, they'll stay out. Anyway, how hard can it be? Let's crack on with that job first, and then I've got another little job to do after that. Right, so I'm breaking with tradition here. Thought I'd better read the instructions. All it says here is apply Polywatch to the plastic watch crystal, polish the scratch area for 2 to 3 minutes with pressure with attached cotton cloth. Okay, it comes with a little cloth. Deep scratches need to be treated more than once. Well, they're not particularly deep, but we'll see how it goes. Right, you get this little little tube, so I'll just apply a little bit and give that a go. What could possibly go wrong? Start with a little tiny bit. I reckon that's about there. Right, so I'm a bit whacked now. That was quite strenuous, but I polished that little area of the TFT for about 3 minutes with the tiniest amount of that Polywatch on, and just with the naked eye, it looks pretty good to me. I'll show you I'll put the torch on it again, see if you can see. I don't know, again, it's quite difficult to show you here, but can you see there's actually pretty much no scratches on there that I can discern now. So I'm chuffed with that. It didn't take anywhere near as long as I thought. I think what I'll do is just give it a final buff with a brand new microfiber just to make sure there's no residue left, and then we'll stick the screen protector on. Hopefully I'm good to go. Right, I don't want to ruin all my good work, so I'm going to use a brand new microfiber, never before used. Quick buff to make sure there's no residue left. Oh, that's looking lovely, that is. Right, now to apply the screen protector things, I've given, as you saw, a good clean. I've just given these a quick wipe as well. I'll just give them a quick blow with the airline, just to make sure there's no dust on them. Excellent. Right, now to stick the screen protectors on. Right, that sits on there like that. You get one go only at doing this. I'll try and get it so it's as in the middle as I possibly can. That will do. Right, a few air bubbles to work out. Let's put the others on there before we work on those. One on there. One on there. Let's give them a little wipe. Now I don't know if those air bubbles are on the outer wrapper or whether they're actually under the main protector, so let's have a look. They're on the main protector. That's annoying. In a way, I'd rather be looking at little air bubbles than a scratched screen, so not so worried. Not sure about that. How bad are those air bubbles going to be? So I've got some little tiny air bubbles on there where those protectors have gone on, and I guess it's a matter of whether I prefer the idea of having small air bubbles to look at or whether I'm happy to get them scratched. Not sure. Let's take this one off. Not too bad, but not perfect. Don't know, that may well continue to annoy me. We shall see. What do you reckon? Stick comments below as to whether you could live with that or whether I should just take them off and risk having them naked, as it were, and maybe scratching them again in the future. Don't know. So yeah, mixed results on the Kawasaki fix there. We'll see. I mean, certainly it's fixed the scratching, thanks to whoever recommended it. I'm sorry I didn't make a note of your name, but whoever recommended this plastic polish, it's great at sorting out your TFT. I'll put a link, an Amazon link below where I bought this. Can't remember how much it was, but it wasn't a lot of money, less than a tenner, I think. But it seems to certainly take the scratches out, so that's good. Thumb's not quite so up on the screen protectors. Not sure whether I'm going to leave them on or not. Anyway, next job. Right, next job then. Do you remember my favourite sat-nav gadgets for retro bikes, the Beeline Moto? I've got them on all my retro bikes here. So here's the one on the Royal Enfield. That's the black plastic one. I've got them on the other bikes as well. They're great little sat-navs. They're not fully featured sat-navs by any means, but they give you turn-by-turn directions. They get you to where you want to go, and it means you don't destroy your phone camera if you have that mounted on the handlebars, and on a nice looking retro like this you don't have an unsightly phone in front of your face either. So I think they look absolutely brilliant on retro bikes like this. Well, Beeline recently started to sponsor the channel. I'm absolutely chuffed about that, and they not only make the black plastic one, but they make some other variants as well. So I've recently fitted those to my other bike. So here on the Speed Twin I've got this black anodized version, which I think looks absolutely beautiful, goes really well with the black handlebars and looks a treat. And then on the Kawasaki, which has silver handlebars, I've got the silver anodized version, which looks really good. The other thing about this on the Kawasaki is it comes as standard with this sort of plastic mounting arrangement, which has got a bit of yellow on it. So on the Kawasaki it kind of works. But I asked Beeline if there was something that I could get to make the mount on the Speed Twin look a bit better, because I've got the same one on there as well. So what they've sent me is a black anodized mount to put on the Speed Twin. So that looks like that. I mean, how hard can that be to fit? We'll stick that on and just see if it improves the look of it. So there's the before shot, and as if by magic is the after shot, showing you what it's like after I fitted it. Piece of cake to put on, and think looks absolutely great. Let me show you a closer look. There she is. What a neat looking installation, and it's absolutely rock solid as well. So yeah, really pleased with that. All right, so second install was a success, first one partial success. So I treat that as a result. So I think I deserve a little ride out on the bike as a reward. Right, before I do go out for a ride, though, of course, I've got to get togged up. I've already got my bike jeans and boots on, but I need to get my jacket and stuff on. And there's something else that I want to show you before I go out for a ride. Just stand by. This here got sent to me a couple of weeks ago. It's from Keis. It's a heated jacket. Now, I've been wearing Keis heated jackets for a couple of years, and I can tell you, this time of year, they are absolute game changers. Let me take this off and put it on, and I'll talk a bit more about it. Ta-da, as if by magic. Now, I don't want this to be an advert. It's not an advert. Keis don't sponsor me or anything like that. I tell you about this only because I think it's a brilliant bit of kit. And it really, as I say, in the winter, when it's cold outside, it really is a game changer. So you wear this just over a T-shirt, and that is all you need with your biking jacket over the top to keep warm. Now, the beauty of it is I've connected this with one of those little connectors there. See that there? So I can plug it into the bikes. Now, each of the bikes have a battery charge connection. So if I go over here on the Royal Enfield, here we go, it's just there, and I've got the battery charger plugged in at the moment, look. But I have them on all the bikes. The Triumph's got one, the Kawasaki's got one somewhere dangling around here, there we go, all with the same connectors, and I usually have them connected up to these Optimate chargers just to keep them all in tip-top charge condition when I'm not actually riding the bike, so you can't ride all your bikes at once, can you? So I can plug this jacket into any of the bike's actual batteries, so I've no worries with the battery running out. And then the other great thing about it is if you look on these sleeves, they've got these little zips here, and in there you go, just got that out there, there's that lead there, which I can plug into my Keis heated gloves, which again, absolute game changer if you ride all year round. Again, it means I don't have to worry about the battery running out. It's an absolutely brilliant combo for this time of year. Yes, you feel a bit trussed up, but you don't get cold, that's the point. And if, like me, you do have to ride all year round, as I say, absolute game changer. Anyway, I'll stick a link below to this at Sports Bike Shop. As I say, I'm not sponsored by Keis, I'm not trying to sell you anything, but full disclosure, that Sports Bike link below, Sports Bike Shop link below, is what's called an affiliate link. So if you click on there and you subsequently buy something, I do get a little bit of a kickback at no extra cost to you. So you'll be helping the channel out if you do so. Right, that's enough of that. Let's get on the bike. So welcome aboard my trusty Triumph. Great to be out on my Speed Twin once again. It's been a while. Mainly because the weather is just absolutely pants this time of year for riding. It's November when I'm recording this. Must just say a massive thank you to those of you that have been watching the Japan tour that I'm kind of putting out every other video at the moment. Really enjoyed reading the comments. It was an amazing tour, so thank you for those that have left comments. This looks like fun. Crikey, look at that, this Hyundai's got his rear wheel is completely off the road. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, the front of his car's come off now. It's all gone horribly wrong for him. Oh dear, that would have been an expensive manoeuvre. Anyway, where were we? Yes, the Japan tour. Yeah, thanks for watching that, folks. It was an absolute privilege to be able to go and ride out there, and I really enjoyed it. And as ever, these tours don't tend to get massive views, but stick with it. I think that one gets better as it goes. Anyway, there we are. But the reason why I think of that is because, of course, I was riding a Triumph Tiger out there, and it's nice to be back on my own Triumph now, the Speed Twin, which sounds and looks so brill. Absolutely chuffed with my new mount for the Beeline, and indeed the new gunmetal grey Beeline. If you want one of these, by the way, these with the metal finishes are £199.99. If you want the plastic one, like I have on the Royal Enfield, they're £169.99. I've got a link below. They do sponsor the channel. I can get you discount 10% off those if you follow the link below, and you can get yourself a Beeline. So it's a lovely November day out of here. It's been raining so much of late. It's been quite difficult to get out on the bike. Hello, what's this person up to? Blimey, all sorts of shenanigans going on the road today. Do we know where they're going, what they're doing? Haven't got a clue. No, waving us by, alright. Goodness me. What can you say? Anyway, where was I? Yeah, beautiful day. It's about 7 degrees centigrade out, so not hot by any means, but all I've got on is my t-shirt you saw, that heated jacket, and then my outer jacket. This outer jacket, by the way, and again, I don't want this to seem like a big advert for stuff, but people always ask me whenever I wear this jacket, what is that jacket you're wearing? Well, this is from Segura. It's called the Natcho jacket. I've got a blue one as well as this black one. I think they're actually stopping making these jackets, but there are some of these black ones I think still in stock. Again, I'll put a link below to Sports Bike Shop to this jacket. I can't remember how much they are, but they're just really stylish. I wear this off the bike as well as on. I really like it, so that's what that is, a Segura Natcho jacket. Yeah, but as I was saying, I've got the heated jacket on underneath it, powered by the bike, so no worries about batteries running out. I've got my gloves plugged in, but I haven't actually got them switched on at the moment because it's not that cold. But as you can see, the lead is quite neat going to the glove, and I'm absolutely toasty. Now part of the reason why I've got kitted out like this is because I want to do a bit of touring on this bike if I can this year, and I might do it during the winter. This bike and or the Kawasaki, and having things like the heated kit just makes life so much more bearable in really cold temperatures. Oh,
Well, the leaves are fully turned now. A lot of the trees have lost their leaves entirely. Winter is properly on its way. But on a day when, you know, the sky is blue and it's sort of dry on the roads, I'm more than happy to come out and ride. I try and ride every day if I can. One, because I love doing it and I just love to get out of the house. It's also quite good to, you know, I'm fortunate enough to own a number of bikes, so I like to rotate the bikes that I ride to keep them all in good running order. They're no good sitting in the garage. I like to run them all if I can. And it's just good for the soul to be out, isn't it? Right, so that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed that bit of garage shenanigans. Always good to catch up, give you a bit of an update with what I'm up to. I've been wanting to do those little mods for ages, and of course there will be more garage stuff coming along soon. If you've not seen my channel before, I don't just do stuff in the garage, but I do bits and pieces about how to look after your bike, trips and tours at home and abroad, a bit like the Japanese one that I was just talking about. Next video of that coming up next Saturday. Do monthly bike news, basically everything to do with motorcycles. I try and cover it here on the Missed and Flyer. My watchword is variety. I don't just do bike reviews, I try and do a bit of everything, the sort of stuff that I'd like to watch, so hopefully it'll appeal to you as well. But if you've not done so already, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video. Until then, this has been the Missed and Flyer. Cheerio.